Assalamu alaikum, all of students of We Are Computers. Today I'm here to say something about the speaking test. You know, the speaking test in part 1, part 2, part 3. So today I will let you know how to face all of the parts. So one of my students will be helping me to conduct my speaking test, and already he's here. So within just 30 seconds, and within 30 seconds I'm going to start my speaking test, and my speaking test will be conducted by Mr. Said Miran, and he's with me. So guys, just to be with us to say to watch the speaking test. Okay, so Mr. Miran, just you can come here. Tell me.
Okay, let's get started. This is the speaking test of International English Language Testing System taking place on Friday, 9th October 2020 at Bhuya Computer Center. Good afternoon. What's your full name, please?
I'm Rajastana.
What should I call you?
Actually, you can call me Shima. It's my pet name, and everyone knows this name.
Okay. May I have your identification, please?
That's it.
Okay, thank you. Okay, in this first part, I would like to say you some personal question about yourself. Let's talk about where do you live. Why do you live in your country?
Okay, I live in Kumalwa. You know, it's situated between two major cities, and there's the Rakanchidong. It's the city which is not far from the capital, you know. And even the city is, since the city is situated between two major cities, so for this, that's why we're getting a lot of facilities from the city. It is a very known city in the country.
Okay. Do you live in a house or apartment?
Actually, I live in an apartment. It's a 10-story building, and I live in the third floor. And it's flat number is 3A, and my apartment is my flat is consists of 3 bedrooms and one living room and dining room too. And actually, in this flat, I get a lot of opportunities due to having 2 balconies, and even there is a large corridor here. So all of the facilities I get, such as a generating system, you know, whenever electricity is down, that time, in case of load shedding, I can use the facilities of generator, and whenever I face any problem in case of water, and I also get water supply and other supplies. So and my car parking too here in this apartment. That's why I'm getting a lot of facilities here.
Okay. How long have you lived here?
Actually, since the birth, I had been living with my parents in my own house. But when I was in my job, when I just started my job, that time I started living this apartment. It's I've been living here around for 6 years.
Okay, now let's talk about holidays. How often do you get holidays from work?
It's very tough for me to have holidays since I'm busy with multiple works, and I'm a teacher, and besides my teachings, I have to also work with my personal business, and even I have to remain busy with my sports too. So all of the days in a weekend, all of the days of the weekend, I'm very busy. But when Friday comes, I get a little bit relaxed because I get late from my bed and I can sleep a lot. And but when 3 p.m. comes, that time I don't have enough chance to do anything because I have to go do my work further. So, but on my weekend, not weekend actually, and the holiday means whenever I get a government holiday, that time I can just enjoy a lot. I always wait for government holidays.
Overall, you are a busy person.
Yes.
Okay. Do you usually stay at home when you have a holiday?
Yes, whenever I have a holiday, I always like to stay at home because all days of the week I remain busy. I don't get an opportunity to go where and then an opportunity to pass time with my relaxing ways. So that's why I always like to sleep on the holiday. But whenever the holidays, it's vacation like the 3 or 4 days or 5 days, that time it takes me far. Like from my city, it might be Kabzwaza, it might be St. Martin, it might be any other places of my country. In my country, there are lots of places which are very beautiful in nature. So I would like to always visit such places.
Okay. Do you wish you had more holidays?
Yes, I wish, but I don't have. But I've always liked a lot of holidays because since I'm social being, human being, and I have to maintain my society, my relatives and family also. So I need more holidays due to maintaining my relationship with them. But due to my work pressure, I can maintain. Sometimes I just talk to them with a hi hello like this on my I think from through social medias and through forms.
Okay. This is the end of. Okay, this is the end of part 1. Now we are going to part 2. You have one or 2 minutes to talk about this topic. Before you talk, you have 1 minute to think what you are going to say. You can make notes if you wish. Here is your cue card and this pen and pen. The stopwatch. Would you like to start?
Yes.
Okay, you can start now.
Thank you very much. Actually, I've been giving you something about the sports I thought which I found actually enjoyable. Actually, in my life, I watch a lot of sports competitions and match competitions. But one of the competitions I always remember, it's a badminton competitions. It was held in my city in gymnasium, and the match was involved actually between two cities like Kumilla and Chittagong, and the player came from Chittagong, and the competition was very interesting for me since I am a player of badminton, so that's why I had to watch this. And in this game, the two players participated. The players were Mr. Kabir Singh there, and another player was Mr. Jifrikar, and they just participated in this game, and I was very happy. And as a player, Mr. Kabir Singh, I always like him, and he is my idol in his sports fields. That's why I watched this game also. And actually, I was trained in museum as I told, and that actually is my place to practice. And a lot of times I practiced a lot in my life. And since I was a player of my badminton and the national team, and I was in Bangladesh teams, and I had to play in Dhaka and in Fuji Museum. To win in Kumala, any competition is held, definitely I am always like to be here. And like this, in this game, I just learn a lot of things. So now I'm not playing, and I have retired person from my match, and just in this game I just got to know a lot of things from this. What in my past, and even I also recollect my partners. I also recollect my times in this game, and moreover in this game, just I enjoyed watching not only live but also watching in TVs also. And when World Cup competitions is held, definitely I always like to watch this game here. And such games are, in the world, in badminton mostly
Okay, thank
players
you.
are mostly found. Okay.
Thank you. Can I back my
Okay.
rubber and that's it? Okay, thank you. Now we are going to part 3. Now I will ask you some general question related to this. Okay?
Yes.
Let's talk about young people doing sports. What sports do most young people in your country enjoy doing?
Actually, nowadays in my country, I don't find young people playing sports because they are busy with mobile games. But in my generation, I found that most of the young people are playing with the sports on playground. They also, I used to find them in playgrounds, in the field, in many other places. But now it's very rare to find them. They're all, but though the situation is worse, I find some still young people. They are always busy with their playing. And in my sector, I find some players, and they are very young, and they are also going to participate in national competitions.
Uh, what are the main benefits for young people of learning to play different sports?
Whenever young people are learning to play different sports, definitely they have a right to get new ideas and new things, and they're curious to learn new things too. So in this case, I find that whenever they are involved, there are two sides I find, negativity and positivity too. But in case of positivity, they're learning different thoughts, and even they're also, each game has its interest and its taste. In case of badminton, it's very tough, and football also. And when we go for cricket, it's a very relaxed games, and you don't have to lose your stamina lots. But in case of badminton, football, you have to continue your stamina, right? And the stamina loses. So if any players and if any young people, if anyone just involves a different types of players, I think they cannot be fixed. So I think which games are very first. As a player, I'm just thinking that. So they should be involved such games, and which games close. In case of cricket, in case of the basketball is a very tough game also. In my case, but I'm fine that the last game is cricket. So those who are player of badminton, long tennis, and football, they should all be involved with other players like cricket. So it's a last game, and on the other hand, it's a very frustrating games. It's very exciting games.
Of course. Now let's consider international sports competitions. Why do you think sports competition like Football World Cup are so popular?
Definitely, they should be because they are very popular. Because at first, football sports and football competitions came in the world first, and then gradually all of the games we found, and even I think the in this playing in football playing in the world, most of the countries always like to play football because it's short-term games, and cricket is long-term games. So and not only in the most of the countries in the world, but also in our Islam, there's in play competition should be short term. So I think since it's short term, so it's not wasting the times. I think football game is very popular, and moreover, in case of football, team player and the players are recognized with by their countries. And whenever a player is coming from the country, at the first he always clarifies the countries. And even more, I also find that in case of players, just if any player is playing, at first you always tell the country names, and but every country of the world knows the player, and every country's people don't know the president of any country.
Okay.
So that's why player has a great chance to be recognized, to be popular in the world.
Okay. I have one. Suggest some way to encourage young people to play more sports?
Yes, I should, and I think so. In my case, young people should be encouraged a lot, but now they are not being encouraged because we are very busy, and it's the technologically there, and it's a lot of ways, so we have to pass our time. And in case of young generations, and parents are not aware of this, and now everything is taking as a fashion, and young generation like to go to gym. It's just fashion. They don't think so that how to be, and there's a tradition ways you have to run a lot. You have to you have to have a lot of gymnastic games, and before and whenever a young generation go for playing in the sports and physical sports, definitely they have a lot of stamina, and they can also go for another energy, and even they can also produce them desserts too. And whenever a young generation play, that time they feel hunger, and which is very important for us. But now in this case, in the generations, I find that I can suggest them to play because they're very busy with the technology and mobile and with the laptops. And every young generation, every young students have their laptops, mobiles, and from their early age, from the 10 or 11 years, they must have a mobile phone. Without having mobile phone, they can't live their life, they can't study, they can't do anything, and that's why parents are bound to buy mobile phone for them. So it's very, I think, problematic situations. But if parents encourage, and not only just there is a rule for students that before 18 years old, no one can use mobile. So that's why I think it will be very better. And the time students and the generation will be encouraged to join in sports. So it's the main way. And just the distractions that comes from the technology, I think the mobile phone, it's not the problem.
Okay, thank you. This is the end of your speaking test, and I would like to thank you because this was a request from myself to my trainer that I wish to take a speaking test of yours, and you are here and I have done it.
Okay.
So thank you.
Actually, guys, I'm feeling so much hot, and feeling hot is very tough to speak, and I can't speak a lot because I have a lot of things to say. But whenever you will be in a speaking test center, that time there will be a system, and you won't be feeling hot. But in my case, I'm feeling hot, and I'm sweating also. You are seeing that, so it's very tough for me to speak with my students. And Mr. Miran, thank you very much, and to be with me and to give some time for me that. And I just. I don't know what I have done, but according to viewers and according to my students, you can say that what you will. But today, I will say that due to my feeling hot, my condition is not good today.
Actually,
but
I will say. For the sound quality, we have to.
Okay, but then the next time, whenever you arrange any speaking test, definitely there should have the.
Yes, ma'am. Of course, I will do it for you, ma'am.
There should have any not as actually another system so that I cannot feel hot, right?
Yes, ma'am. Sorry for this, ma'am.
So. Students, now I have the album will be coming within 2 days, and I have got some mistakes of my students for the speaking testing. Lots of mistakes, and you have to maintain the grammar, you have to maintain the word states, you have to maintain even the pronunciation too, and you should know that's about the situation of the present or past tense and sometimes whenever it's not necessary to be fluent, it's just I think and say. Just whenever you should you have to be relaxed in your speaking test. It's very important for you guys. So actually, everyone should be relaxed, but I'm not relaxed today because because of feeling hot already. I have told several times. Now I'm feeling very okay, but I'm feeling excellent because of I'm feeling now is. So inshallah, I will be with you within 2 or 3 days and in another live class. And Mr. Miran is thank you, Mr. Miran, to help me and other supports of via computers. And thanks. So if anyone wants to comment and anyone just you can get me speaking, just you can comment us and I will let you know further, right? And if anything is needed, you think you are always feel free to share with us. Don't hesitate, right? So Allah Hafiz, Assalamu alaikum everyone.
Thank you, ma'am.